Y'all, this is the second time that I have got to the end of a video and realized I ain't even pressed the record button. I'm over it. Nevertheless, we gonna carry on, okay? Now, before I talk about the subject at hand, I need to address something with some of my viewers, because I don't think they subscribers, but they sure going out their way to come on my YouTube channel and give me a view and comment. So thank you for your engagement, but, and I gotta stand up for this, on my last video, well, not my last video, but my video where I was talking about Kevin Samuels and my opinions about the advice that he gives women, instead of y'all coming into the comment section and actually addressing the subject matter, you chose to point out that because I had a blanket on, that I must be fat. Clearly, that wasn't the case. And you seem to be operating under the delusion that I give a fuck, which I don't. However, I'm going to tell you right now that if you are worried about the way that a woman looks and go out of your way to come on my channel and comment, then you have bigger fish to fry, baby, than my weight. Okay? And if you are wondering why you are having problems with women, I can tell you that type of behavior is probably why. Because women do not respect men who behave in such feminine and emasculate ways. Go find you another man to argue with. Go find you a man to play with. Okay, why would you waste your time as a man to come up under my comment section trying to argue with a woman? That's crazy as hell. I feel like you could be doing better things with your time, boo. And if you post that type of stuff on my channel, it's gonna get deleted and you finna get blocked. And not because you're hurting my feelings, but because we're not gonna bring that type of energy, okay? If you wanna disagree, you can disagree respectfully. But I'm not finna have other women arguing with you men about the way women look and our way. None of that, okay? We trying to be a part of the solution, not the problem. Now, if you can't pull a woman that looks like me, that's not my fault. If you cannot sleep with the woman that looks like me, unless, you know, she that type of woman and you can pay her to sleep with you, that's not my fault. If a woman that looks like me played you, that's not my fault. Matter of fact, if you wasn't so busy hating, you would just gone on over to my video I made about how to stop getting played, and I'll give you that good game, baby. That's good free game. Go watch that, my brother. It's gonna help you out. But getting up under my comments and hating on me, that's not gonna do nothing for your life. But thank you for the view. Thank you for the engagement. That's all I got to say about that. Anyways, back to the subject matter at hand. A lot of y'all are starting y'all's fitness journey. It's 2022. Y'all are like, new year, new me, and I'm here for it. Okay? Matter of fact, I got you. Okay? I am here to give you some advice that is going to help you not only start your fitness journey, but stay consistent throughout your fitness journey. Okay? Just to give y'all a little bit of background about me and my fitness. So I didn't play sports as a kid, and I started dancing, but I started dancing late. I started dancing in high school. I used to do like contemporary, ballet, jazz, hip hop, all of that, right? And then when I went to college, I started off as a dance major, but then I changed my major. So I wasn't really a muscular person because dance is a lot of cardio, and you will have lean muscle, but you're not gonna just be looking, unless you are super skinny so that your muscles can show, you're not gonna just be looking super healthy and like you like lift weights, which is the aesthetic that I personally have always wanted to have. So I started a consistent workout routine in the gym when I was 20. And when I say I started a consistent workout routine, I'm saying that because I didn't have any type of workout routine besides going to dance classes before then and doing dance shows and performances. So I started going to the gym, but I didn't really know what to do. And the advice was way different then than it is now. And everybody was kind of giving everybody the same generic advice, and there wasn't that much information in YouTube videos like it is now. So I had to pretty much figure it all out on my own. And then I was also dealing with other things in my life. So I was inconsistent for years, and then I ended up having a baby. So I would work out consistently for like 3 months and then fall off for a month, 2 months, sometimes 3 months, and then, you know, get back on it. It actually wasn't until 2020 when the pandemic hit that I developed a consistent workout routine and did not fall off. Like if I would fall off, it would be for like a week and then I'd get back on it. But I still wasn't doing the right things, but I had developed the habit. Then at the beginning of 2021, I had figured it out. You know, it had been years of me trying to like do my research and tailoring my diet. And then I decided to start weightlifting because I had a Coke bottle shape. And I lose weight fast, I gain weight fast, and carbs affect me, okay? Carbs like make or break me. But I wanted to really have a muscular physique. I didn't want to be skinny, which is it's fine if you do, but I'm saying like for me, I want to be thick. I want to have some curves, the voluptuous body. So I started weightlifting journey so that I could get exactly what I wanted. And I've been very consistent with it. If I fall off for like 2 days max, and then I'm right back in the gym. But I mean, I don't really fall off like that anymore. So I'm here to talk to you about how I was able to be steady and consistent. Now, I don't have the body that I want right now. I'm still building muscle. And then even when I get the body that I want, I'm still gonna have to continue to lift weights to maintain it, or else I'll lose all that muscle. So I'm going to give y'all 3 main points that are very important. If you have an iPad, if you have a notepad, if you have a cell phone, I need you to write these points down, and then I'm gonna elaborate on them. So the first one is get your mind right. The second one is focus on gradual change. And the third one is about diet, focusing on your diet. I'm not going to talk about these in order of importance because you really need to work on all of this simultaneously. It's just you're going to be gradual in how you implement them into your life. Okay? So the first one is get your mind right. Understand that when you start a fitness journey, it is for life. Okay? A lot of y'all are going to start this with the perception that you're going to get your dream body, and then that's it. You can go back to kind of eating what you want to eat and working out when you want to, or not working out at all. And that's not how this works. Matter of fact, by getting your dream body, you've now like inherited work for yourself. Okay? More work, because now you have to maintain it. Like, this is a for life thing. Because if you don't continue to work out and eat how you're supposed to eat, then you did all that work for nothing. Okay? You will lose muscle. You will gain back all your weight. That's just how this goes. So because this is going to be for life thing, you need to think about this in terms of this is a marathon and not a sprint. You don't have to rush. You don't have to get your dream body this year. You don't have to get your dream body next year. What you do need to see this year is progress, results. What you do need to see next year is progress, results. You need to see that you are getting there. Okay? You need to overcome any obstacles and setbacks, and just understand that it's a part of the process and that you are going to get there. Okay? Also, if you have you have to think about the type of body that you want. And a lot of y'all are gonna do things in the short term that's gonna sabotage you in the long term. So for example, like say if a woman wanted to have the type of body that I have, but you have a wedding coming up and you have some stomach fat. A lot of y'all are going to do stuff like crash diet and do a lot of cardio to get there so that you can lose your stomach. But guess what? You're also going to lose your muscle. You're going to lose your butt. You're going to lose your thighs. And you're going to sabotage yourself in the long term if you want to have a healthy, thick look versus having like a more slender, athletic look, but you don't really have that type of muscle. So consider that. You know, are you willing to sabotage yourself in the long term for short term gains? Also, deal with your mental health. I mean, I feel like the number one setback people have in fitness journeys is mental health issues, okay? A lot of y'all are dealing with depression and anxiety, and depression sometimes will have you in the bed for days on end, okay? Especially if it was like a very traumatic situation that happened, or it's a particular time of the year, or maybe you just went through a breakup, and that's understandable. If it's something very serious that happened, I would suggest that, you know, if you don't feel like going to the gym, at least be consistent by walking, you know, until you get your mind right. If it's something that doesn't really just take you out like that, but it still makes you feel down, I say give yourself a day, maybe 2 days of kind of moping around, but don't rest there. Go to the gym. Matter of fact, the gym has been very instrumental in helping me keep my stress levels down, because y'all, I be stressed, okay? Keep my stress levels down and deal with my anxiety. It's become an essential part of how I manage all of that. So, you know, deal with your mental health. If you need to go to a therapist, journal, whatever you need to do, and I'll do other videos about how you manage your mental health. Okay? Do what you need to do so that you can have your mind right, so you can make it to the gym. Okay, that's taking me to my second topic. You need to focus on gradual change. Y'all, this band keeps coming up. It's irritating me. I really like this workout top, but it's because I'm sitting down. It's coming up. Focus on gradual change. Like, a lot of y'all are going to go into the gym and you're gonna go really hard. Okay, you're gonna be on that treadmill for an hour and a half. Okay, you're gonna be doing cardio to the max for an hour and a half, and guess what? You weigh 300 pounds. That is not safe. Okay, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna burn yourself out. You're gonna burn yourself out. Focus on getting in the gym and just staying there for 30 minutes, okay? If you are going from a person who never worked out to a person that works out 30 minutes a day, 3 times a week, that is a major change, okay? Don't let anybody tell you that it's not. Something is better than nothing. Another thing a lot of y'all are gonna do is y'all are gonna spend a lot of money on these fitness trainers, these personal trainers, and you're going to frustrate yourself trying to keep up with them and their expectations. Now, I'm not anti-fitness trainer or personal trainer or something like that. Me personally, I only worked out with one time and did not do it again because I got frustrated. Like, a lot of times they will have people doing workouts that to them seem easy because they've been working out for 5, 10, 15 years. But for you, if you just started, it's very difficult, right? And then if you do it wrong, they're so focused on you getting your form right that they'll make you do it over again, or say that you cheated or you're taking the easy way out just because you didn't do the exercise all the way correctly. Now, to an extent, I understand if it's something that's going to cause injury, but most of the time they're tripping over stuff that's not going to cause injury. Like, they just are expecting perfection. It is better to go from doing nothing to doing something. Unless you are doing heavy weightlifting, it's not going to kill you if your form is off at first. Now, with that said, after you focus on just getting into the gym consistently, then yes, you do want to focus on form. Okay, it's better to me to do 3 push-ups the correct way than to do 10 push-ups the wrong way. But if you have to start off doing 10 push-ups the wrong way, that's fine. But just work yourself into maintaining a good form over time. Okay, it's not that serious. Unless you're starting a weightlifting journey, then yes, you do need to worry about form, because if your form is not correct, then you could, if you don't have clamps on the ends of the bars, you could drop the weights. It's a lot of dangerous stuff that can happen when you're weightlifting. So yeah, you need to focus on like proper form from the very beginning if you're on a weightlifting journey. Also, you need to, then after you became consistent, then you start focusing on your form. then you need to start doing your research on the exact type of exercises that you need to do to get the body that you want. Okay, and then you want to begin tailoring your workouts. But you don't have to do that right at first, you guys. If you're just starting, don't worry about that. But, you know, that's kind of the final piece. But you have a long way to go before you get there, you know, if you're just starting. Okay, lastly, let's talk about your diet. With your diet, I know that this is probably going to be the hardest part for most of you. Now, it is a wonder that I am not that I've never gotten to 400 pounds, because I used to be able to swallow a whole pizza by myself, and then I was gonna go get me a sandwich from Jimmy John's. I used to binge eat, y'all. There would be days where I used to like eat all day because I would get depressed. Now, today, like if I eat 2 slices of pizza, I feel full. Like I couldn't imagine eating a whole pizza. But at 20 years old, baby, that pizza was gonna lose that fight against me. But you know, I worked myself into a pretty healthy diet. I eat like a high protein, low carb diet, but I eat an extreme amount of protein. Like I eat as much protein as I weigh, which is more than what most women eat, but that's because I'm building muscle. I'm not telling you to go do that. I don't know what you're trying to do with your body, okay? But what I will say is start very small and make gradual changes. So for example, when I was growing up, y'all, I lived in environments where I'm in the South, okay? We was drinking Kool-Aid, sweet tea, and sodas. I remember when I was 17 years old telling somebody that water tastes nasty. Ain't that crazy? I used to never drink water. And then what happened was I got kidney stones, and then I got a kidney infection, and it hurt so bad that I said, okay, well, I have to start implementing water into my diet. So what would happen is I would replace a soda a day with water, and then gradually I replaced all of my sodas with waters to where I don't even drink soda. And I've been like this for years now. Like I don't drink soda. I might drink soda if I go out and have some liquor, and you know that's what they mix with the soda, but I don't drink soda, and I don't drink juice or anything like that. For the most part, I just drink water and tea, hot tea, herbal tea. That's it. But see how I went from drinking soda every day and never drinking water to now that's all I drink for the most part. It took time though. I didn't just wake up the next day and say, I'm giving up soda. I'm going to only drink water. Like this was a gradual process. What I suggest for most of you all is start by eating smaller portions. Maybe cut your portions by a third. Then cut them in half. It depends on how much you're already eating, okay? So eat what you normally eat, but just eat less. And I see a lot of the times people try to do what they were doing on like The Biggest Loser, and y'all will go in your cabinets and take everything you're used to eating out and then try to eat like vegan or something like that. You're not likely to keep that up. Some people will, but more than likely you're going to get tired of it because you're not used to it. You're going cold turkey essentially, okay? Just start by cutting your portion sizes. Begin tracking your calories. And I would say start tracking your calories before you cut your portion sizes, because you need to see how much you're eating every day. So there are apps like MyFitnessPal. It's free. And if you're somebody who eats fast food, it's going to be easy to just type in what you eat. It's going to be right there in the system. They have a whole database. Some of y'all eating 4,000 and 5,000 and 6,000 calories a day. So figure out how much you're eating every day. Then you need to figure out how much you need to eat in order to lose weight. Then you start cutting your portion sizes down. And then after you cut your portion sizes down, that is when I recommend replacing. That's when you start replacing things, and you do this one by one, or maybe a couple things at a time. So just like I replaced my water with my soda, okay, you might eat a lot of fried chicken. Now you start replacing that with baked chicken, okay? And then you work your way to a much cleaner diet. That doesn't mean that you're gonna eat perfectly 100% of the time. You guys, I eat good like 80% of the time, but if I go to a party and it's cake, best believe I'm getting me a slice of cake, okay? I eat fried food a couple times a month. I don't eat it every day, but a couple times a month. So you don't have to restrict yourself in the ways that you think that you do in order to have a healthy diet. You know, you work it in gradually, and then once you've developed discipline, it's not going to hurt you if you have a cookie at a party, okay? Because you're consistent, okay? Then after you've done all that, after you became consistent with your diet, replace things, then you need to figure out what diet works best for the type of body that you want to have, okay? Because just because you're eating a healthy diet doesn't mean that it's going to aid you in attaining the physique that you want. For example, if I ate fruits, nuts, and, you know, watch my carbs every day, but had a low protein diet, that would do very little to help me build muscle. I would still be eating a healthy diet, but as far as the results that I'm getting in the gym, I'm not going to see what I want to, okay? I have to have more, I eat more protein than anything, but that's for me and the results I'm trying to achieve. So just because the diet is healthy does not mean that it's going to give you the physique that you want. It's not going to do what it needs to do and give what it's supposed to give when it's time for you to get in that gym. Okay, then you want to start working on that. So just to summarize, again, get your mind right, focus on gradual change, okay, gradually easing yourself into that gym, and then you need to focus on gradual change in your diet. Okay, guys, this is not going to be easy, but you don't have to suffer, is what I'm trying to tell you. If you do it the way that I told you to do it, it's actually going to be a lot easier than what you think. If you go in trying to kill yourself or putting too much pressure on yourself, then it's going to be very difficult. You do not have to suffer. You will be uncomfortable at times, but well, yeah, you'll be uncomfortable every time you work out, but you don't have to suffer, okay? I know a lot of you have started and stopped fitness journeys. I know a lot of y'all are probably dealing with a lot of disappointment from past failures. A lot of y'all probably never even started because you're scared to fail. I'm kind of getting emotional talking about this. And what I want to tell you about that is you will never get anything that you want in life if you were afraid of failure. You have to embrace failure. The only time I've ever gotten to anywhere I wanted to be is because I failed a whole lot of times and got back up. That's it. You have to embrace the failure. We are not leaving out this year the same way that we came in, okay? And I know y'all are used to seeing a lot of people falling off, not achieving their goals and their dreams, but that's not gonna be you. That doesn't have to be you, okay? Just because that might have been who you were in the past, that doesn't mean that that's who you have to be this year. So keep that in mind, okay? If you fall off, pick yourself back up. Find good support systems. All right, y'all, I gotta go. Good luck on your fitness journey. Y'all have a good day.